Rightio, let's kick off the Seagulls 26 defeat the Eels 12, 3 from 3 at Brookie for the mighty Seagulls. And the best part of that, Brian, Daly Cherry Evans were given a rousing reception from the Four Pines Park faithful. It was a beauty. Well done to the crowd.
Well, I'm hearing differing reports.
Are you?
Yes. I heard there was a section.
Was there?
There was a bit of booing going on. If you were out there,
I'm booing the booing section.
If you were out there at Four Pines Park, call in or text through and just say that, because that's what I was hearing, but maybe that was the smear campaign.
Oh.
Maybe that might have been the smearers.
We're going to get into the smearers a little bit later on. There's a smear here on the team list for next week anyway. Tom Trebojevic, Brian. Geez, I feel for this bloke. He left with an MCL concern. He did not play in the second half. And it's another year where Tommy Turbo has been troubled with injury.
He didn't look, before he had the injury to his left knee, he didn't look right. He looked lame.
Yep.
Because he had his right knee strapped. We thought it was a hamstring tightness, so maybe there might have been a few ducks and drapes, as we like to say. Shout out to you, Gibbo. But he didn't, you can sort of tell with Tommy T, don't you reckon? Like his first touch, whether if he's off, he's passing the ball.
Yeah.
Like, when he's on, he's getting the dummy up.
That's right.
He's going to, like, you sort
digging
of,
into the line.
You can get a good indication of how he's going to go that game. But when he did his left knee, that was the end of it. Then he hobbled into it. It's a shame. I just don't know. Is he just going to be one of those players?
Oh, man.
Like a Brett Patworth, where unfortunately he's because he's such a highly strung athlete. You know what I mean?
Like, he's so big and so powerful.
And fast.
Yeah, like
if something's only got to go wrong a little bit and he sort of whacks the mechanism out of order. I don't know what it is, but he's had more than his fair share of injuries.
Geez, I feel for him. I feel for, obviously, his family. I feel for Coach Seabold. Geez, it must be tough. Luckily, they are a team who's got cover in that position, so Lehigh goes straight back there.
Yeah, Lehigh's a gun.
Yep.
He fitted in there nicely. Laid on a couple of tries. He just does things so effortlessly. But you need to win the comp. Manly need Tommy at maybe give him a spell. Maybe give him a month off, 6 weeks off.
Dylan Brown, Brian. I actually feel for Dylan Brown. It's hard to say you feel for someone who's getting 1.3 per year for 10 years coming up, but I do. Like he doesn't choose his value, and he signs it, and of course we'd all bloody sign the thing. But he's just out of sorts at the moment, and I kind of feel like I used this analogy before. We've all done this where you're not even thinking about it, and you just throw a bit of paper and it goes straight in the bin, and you do it again, straight in the bin, and as soon as you think about it, you miss it.
That's that's called the white zone.
Is that called the white zone?
It's called the white zone.
So he's out of the white zone at the moment.
So when you're in the white zone, you are doing things and it's just happening for you. You're not thinking about it.
Yes.
Correct.
But have you done that same thing what I'm talking about? You just thrown something without even looking, it's gone straight in the bin, or what have you done?
Playing golf.
Yep.
I was on the phone the other week and the boys are going, hurry up. And I said, I'm on the phone. So I put my phone on speaker, no practice swing, just whacked it. Yep. I was in the white zone.
You're in the white zone. He's out of the white zone.
Yes.
Dylan Brown at the moment. He's clearly thinking too much about the game. 4 games since he has signed, 0 tries, 3 try assists, 1 forced dropout. Okay.
Hang on. Hey, boys, he was definitely booed when the team list was read out.
Really? I'm booing the Boers. Okay. I am booing the Boers. Let's squeeze this in before we get to Amy Drew with the news, Brian. Bulldogs, geez.
Oh, how good.
The mighty Bulldogs are 4 and blot to start the season, the first time since 1993.
Ooh.
So the first time in over 30 years they've started 4 and blot.
I'm just going to say, it was 1993. Who got the Rothmans medal? Was it Ewan that year?
Was it?
I don't know.
Was it Ewan? We'll find that out. We'll find that out.
They, I tell you what they did. They're very Penrith. Which makes sense. It that one play. Did you see the play
on the left-hand side?
The left-hand side.
When Preston went through.
Yep.
And gave the offload.
It was exactly
Penrith.
No, and the one where he scored too.
Yep. Both set up the same.
So you've got the Warriors do it.
Yeah.
On the right,
Webby
on the right side.
Yes.
So it's a play, but they didn't even look like.
And they're real deep, aren't they? And they're moving pieces as it's happening. It's a great play.
They didn't even look like getting beat.
No.
Bailey Haywood, take a bow, young man. He was leading the kick chase. He was whacking blokes. He set up. He's getting better and better. I don't know. I mean, obviously he'll come back into the side, Burton, but geez, he needs minutes.
Yeah. The Bulldogs, was their mother a mudder? Was their mother's mother a mudder? They're good mudders, Brian.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
But was it?
I think it suits them. Like, I do think that game certainly suited Canterbury more so than the Flamboyant Sharks. No excuse. No, the best team won.
I just felt they were just more aggressive.
Yeah.
A lot more aggressive.
Bronson Sherry.
How good's he going?
How good's he? Mate, I tell you how, like, with the ball going enormous, mate, since he's been there, no one scores on his side.
No.
Mate, no one scores on his side. It's too early to talk about that sky blue jumper, but I tell you what, he's in good form.
They've still got Keyraz to come back.
Yep.
They've still got Burton and Kickout. But it was a masterstroke putting. I thought it was, excuse me, when they move Preston over to the left.
Yep.
I thought it was just to bolster up the left edge defensively, but I think it was more an attacking because he scored one and laid one on.
I tell you now, I don't know if this kid played cricket growing up, but his hands, he is the Inspector Gadget of rugby league. Twice he caught the ball about a metre behind him on the fly. So you know the one, the no try before
Presto,
Jacob Preston.
Yeah,
the no try before half time. He's sprinting.
Yeah.
Ball gets a shocking pass behind him, plucks it out of the hand.
So you're saying like a magician, like, hey, presto.
That's right.
I tell you what, we've got some good back rowers going for Origin, don't we?
Oh,
we've
do.
got Hamole.
Yep.
Angus.
Yeah.
Angus is going to be there. Liam Martin's going to be there. But these Presto is really putting his arm up.
Yep.
Arm up, hand up. Oh, you got to put your arm up.
Yep.
Sticky 93, McGrady 91. Sorry.
Sticky 93 with the Raiders winning that year, didn't they? 1993. No, sorry, the Broncos. Broncos won their second against the Dragons. That's right. Warriors 26 defeated who, Brian? Tourists. Who did the Warriors defeat?
Tigers.
No, sing it again.
West Tigers.
And then also do that into White Lotus.
West Tigers.
Listen, if you could see this video.
It's a tongue lashing.
It's actually quite erotic.
We get taken off the air if it was TV.
Warriors 26 defeat the West Tigers 24. The winner of this was going to pick up 3 straight wins. It went the way of the Warriors. They let the points slip. You know, they might have got away with it last week against the Dolphins, but this time it went the other way on them. The key moment is this youngster, and I'll tell you what, he's going to be right in the mix for the Rookie of the Year, Leka Halasima. Mind you, the kicker would have been Lukey Metcalf saying, hey, champ, worry about the celebration after you get me under the post.
Yeah.
But what a try. What a moment.
So he is a front rower, my understanding. This is the Warriorholic will be able to do this for us. And then, you're going to play the audio?
No.
You don't want the audio? You got the audio there, tourist? Oh, okay.
For what?
Halasima.
Oh, the Halasima audio?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have it.
Okay.
But great moment.
Front rower who can run like that.
Run like that.
And step like that.
Yep. Mate, these athletes coming through. You see what Payne Haas is doing at the moment. You see what Tino's doing at the moment. You're seeing this young Leka Halasima, who, it's only early, Brian, but he'd have to be a front runner for the Rookie of the Year, wouldn't he?
Well, he played I don't know. We always have this.
Yeah. I think you
we
can
always
play
have
3
this
games.
discussion last year. Yeah, you can play up to 3. He scored a cracking try last year doing something similar.
Maybe I'll look him up. Halasima.
Wade Egan was the best player in the field, I thought. Closely followed by Lockie Galvin. Lockie Galvin is just getting better and better. Yes.
He played 4 last year. He's played 4 last year, so I think he'll be ineligible. Leka Halasima. Dimitri Vaimonga, he's a very good player as well. So there you go. The Warriors have themselves... What a turnaround. So they don't like playing in the United States, Brian, but since they've been back, 3 on the bounce.
Yeah. This could have gone either way, as we saw last night. It was a dubious penalty at the end, but...
Is it dubious?
Well,
great kick.
I think he played for it.
Great kick under the pressure.
Yeah.
Metcalf.
Wayne Egan, he's a fine. Is he a smoky for Origin? I think they were worried about his defence last year. That was the knock on him. But and the fact that he does he gets injured a bit, like HIAs can't be affording one.
Their pack's good, isn't it? Like Marato Nakoro, Fisher Harris, Barnett, Egan, Jackson Ford's doing a great job when he comes on. Aaron Clark's doing a good job.
Yeah, no.
So they didn't miss Dylan Walker. Dylan Walker, of course, he'll be named in the Parramatta side, we think, this week. Dragons 14. You just sense upset Brian. Take a bow with your tipping this week. 4 from 8 is an Herculean job. What did you do? Did you take the Dragons, did you?
No.
You take the Cowboys?
Yes.
Must take the Cowboys. Did you take the Titans?
No.
So how'd you get your 4 points?
I got Broncos. Manly.
Broncos and Manly, yeah. You must have
Cows and Warriors.
Cows and the Warriors. Oh, the Warriors. Okay.
How'd you go?
Oh, mate, I've got two or three.
I tell you who's sneaky good this year. GT. G Tallis, because he keeps tipping the Titans and they keep winning. Last year, he was last.
You know who's winning our tipping comp?
Talk to me.
AA.
AA.
The most senior figure in Australia.
What tip?
Anthony Albanese's.
Oh, is he?
He's leading the comp. Does that hurt your election campaign where people go, how much time's he putting into his tipping contest?
Oh, gotcha.
Anthony Albanese
This
is
could be
leading
an
the
omen.
tipping.
This could be an omen. Come May 3rd.
May 3rd, we're going to the polls. We're going to the polls for the Magic Round.
Oh, we're going to have to cancel the election.
Yeah, Dragon Storm. Okay, sorry, tourist. Just be kinder when you say that. Dragons get their
Get
first
in here,
win.
Brooks. Hang on
the
now.
Melbourne Storm. Come on, Brooksy.
Come on, Brooksy, because you want to froth. I know what you want to do. You want to froth about
You got your cap on, Brooks.
Jerry gone.
Yep. Red V part of me says Brooks. Hughes, Meany and Sofa Solomona out. Just Dragons. And they rode it so hard. The crowd rode it so hard. Every drop ball. The coach Flano was down there in his grey shirt riding it hard. Clint Gutherson. I tell you now, I spoke to somebody at the Melbourne Storm. And Parramatta have got a pretty good record against the Melbourne Storm. And Craig Bellamy, I understand, this is what I've heard secondhand, but has a massive rap. Like, Gutho always gives them trouble.
Right.
Clint Gutherson always gives Melbourne trouble, and he did again.
Yep.
The Eagle, Dylan Egan, he was good off the bench.
Wasn't he?
Wasn't he?
Now, this is Brooksy's boy, and he loves him.
The Eagle.
So we do have enough talent. This is what people say we don't have enough talent for 20 teams. We don't have enough good coaches for 20 teams.
Most definitely. I like, sorry guys, to commandeer this Dragons section.
No, you go.
These young forwards that are coming through, that have come in since last year. We saw Ryan Couchman do his ACL in round one. It was devastating. But this situation has opened up chances for Hamish Stewart and Dylan Egan. And he sort of Flano was leaning on the young guys to come through. And Dylan Egan late in that game with a few charges. Stewart playing with a busted face, like that sort of determination to get the W. The goal line defence was awesome.
Yeah.
I just hope we can play the Storm every game. We've won the last two against them. This is great.
You have, that's exactly right. Off a bye, though, so this is a big challenge for the Dragons this week.
This is a big game.
That was passive-aggressive.
No, it's not. I'm saying, like, they offer by, bad loss beforehand, taking on the mind of the Melbourne Storm back at Cogra. This, you've got to back it up.
Yes,
because 2 points over Melbourne, if you give it back against Parramatta, they don't draw pitches on the ladder.
True.
They've got to find it. But this is a danger game. Do you feel that as a Dragons
100%.
supporter?
Well, remember 44-40 last year.
Yep.
The Eels ended the Dragons season last year. Zach Lomax has gone there. Clint Gutherson's gone to the Dragons. This is a big game.
Massive game.
Sneaky good game.
Yep, sneaky
Bottom
game.
9 sneaky good game.
Yep.
Maybe the best bottom 9 game we've ever seen. But
right.
it's going to be good.
Cowboys 30 defeat the Raiders 20 in Townsville. Pressure off for the time being. Coach Todd Payton, great effort from the star halfback, Jake Clifford. He absolutely started the match, got a double. And the Raiders, well, it didn't really work out for them, the road trip. They went up to Manly. Straight after that, they went straight to Townsville, and they come back with duck egg. So started 2-0. Then they back in the heap now, 2-2.
They started well.
Yep.
They got the first try. They were
8-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, 8-0. They came out of the blocks. I thought both back rowers for the Cowboys were much, much better. Bateman and Nanai came on, and he changed the game. Nanai. I don't know why they keep persevering with him on the left.
I know.
It's so strange.
Exactly. Brian, by the way, he got hammered for it, Xavier Savage, for the draw and pass, which he didn't do for mate. But I go back and watch it. It is brilliant fullback play from Drinky. Yeah, so Drinky, like when he comes to him, Drinky jumps on the other side as if he's going to go. And as soon as he's gone like that, he comes back on him.
Isn't that a big touch go?
Oh,
what do you call that in the touch game?
No touch, sir. I don't know what that is.
They fake to do that.
So he got hammered for it, Savage. But I can understand how you're running 100 miles an hour. You've got the peripheral vision there looking at Drinkwater, and Drinkwater just goes bang, almost like a step if you've got the ball.
Step in defence.
So then he sees him going. So it was natural to think where he went wrong was he was running square. If he takes him to the side, then Drinkwater's forced to change his body, and then you can easily go back inside. But anyway, wasn't to be. Big win for the Cowboys, and didn't they need that, Brian?
They did, and we could see the relief in the press conference with Ming the Merciless, our man Tony Payton. So it's funny. Ming the Merciless. You know Ming?
No.
You know the goat. He's got one of the great goatees.
Yeah.
Ming the Merciless. It's also The goatees, I'm finding, is coming back.
It is.
Brooksy's got one today, looking a little bit like Shibasaki.
Gimat.
Gimat.
You've never ran one, have you?
Never had a.
No.
Remember Mario used to have that little thing underneath. Well, I don't think you can say that, Brooksy.
Yeah.
Brooksy, you going to air when you say this sort of stuff?
No.
Oh, far out, listener. He's putting all these things in my head,
Yeah.
and I can't go down those avenues.
You can't go down those avenues.
Soul patch.
So the Cowboys, they're off the canvas. Raiders go back home. So they're back home. This will be a trappy game for the Sharks, I reckon.
Buffet.
Buffet.
Well, bounce back.
Bounce back. Broncos 20 defeat the Dolphins 12. Suncorp Stadium. That's the Broncos' third win of the season, and they keep the Dolphins winless. The Dolphins and the Eels, the only teams without a W so far. Shibasaki. I'll tell you what, he backed him, didn't he? So he went with Shibasaki over Unisoi Marinara, Sukepitan. And it's paying dividends because he's had a terrific start to the season, Shibasaki.
Well, we heard Madge come out saying that when he first came down, he was on a train and trial contract, and Madge was basically saying he was a Fadipa without even saying that.
Yeah.
He said, when we first started training, he wasn't great, and I was having second thoughts, but he's aimed up. He's a good player.
Mate, I've always ran by this saying you never, ever ride off the grandson of a Japanese pearl diver, Brian.
Correct.
Never, ever.
Correct.
Ever. So the star, again, Payne Haas. He won Fletchy's VB hard-earned for the fourth straight week.
He's got it wrapped up. He's got it wrapped up.
Titans 30 defeat the Roosters 12 at Allianz, and the Chooks had him, Brian. They had him. And then that intercept, Jaden Campbell. Geez, he's a good player, that kid.
Yeah, they were sort of hanging on there. The Roosters' completion rate was diabolical.
Worse than the comp.
Far out. They can drop some ball.
Yeah, worse than the comp.
Frustrating to watch, but the Titans just kept hanging in there. And in this game, you make your own luck.
Yep.
And they got the intercept. Jaden Campbell came up, read it really well. But the Roosters had enough ball to especially when they're leading with 20 minutes to go. They got an experienced half there in Chad Townsend.
Yep.
It's on him. Unfortunately, this is what he needed to kick long and just get everyone to chase, and they weren't. They were just trying to finesse the ball. There was a couple of when you're in the lead and it was greasy and stuff. They were trying to spread the ball when the right play was just to kick down the corners and force an error.
Tino Fasulmala-Awi, gee whiz, maybe a front rower does win the Dalium this year. Payne Haas off to a flyer, Tino's off to a flyer. Could it happen? Maybe. But he scored the try that basically put it beyond doubt.
Yeah.
He's having a great season, isn't he?
Tino, yeah, he's certainly a leader there up there at the Gold Coast, and it's worked now. These halves, these circuit breakers, as we like to call them, with no Kinney, but the Jalen de Groot set up a try. He looks a likely type. Sure.
Oh, just so another one. A couple of things out of that game. Two. Well, the first one. The Roosters led by 4. And at that stage, it'd been like 3 tries scored in the whole match after about an hour.
Are we going to say
they had to take the 2 to go up by 6? What?
Yeah.
So you could see the coach was saying take the 2, Trent Robinson. But the players, no, we got him. They went for the try. I don't know why they did that.
Don't know. Well, I know they're a young side, but Chad Townsend's been around a long time. That's where he's just got to stand up and says, no, we're taking the 2.
Go up by 6. Just go up by 6. And Panthers take that 2 right there, don't they?
Absolutely.
The Penrith Panthers do. The other thing, and I don't know when coaches are going to jump onto this, Jaden Campbell runs 95 metres. And I'm texting Sats. I said he'll miss this. He ran 95 metres and scores in the corner and then has a shocking kick.
Yeah, you don't like that, do you?
You've got to give it to someone else. You have to plan.
Who else can kick?
I don't know, but you've got to give it to someone else because so often a player who exerts so much energy, heart rate up, they generally botch it, which is exactly the case. Just wondering, Brian, I'm almost certain if he's fit, I'm just trying to see if he played last week in New South Wales Cup, scored a try. Billy Smith's got to make his way back in the team.
He has to.
But where?
Centres.
Centres for?
Put Marky Mark onto the wing.
So at whose expense?
Either I would say Dom.
Yep.
Dom Young.
Billy Smith's got to come back. He's a good player. Hugo Savala, by the way, he went back and played reserve grade on Saturday. So he backed up. He was in the 17, but didn't get much game time. So he does that. And the Rabbit fans are texting through, oh, you Rabbit hater. I have to tip the Roosters this week. I have to. Just out of being stubborn, I have to tip them. Don't I? I just have to blindly tip them.
Oh, it's at a core.
I know.
Barney.
That annoys me. Why is this game not at Allianz?
Don't get me started.
Why is this game?
Every year we say it because they've signed a contract.
How many fans who are going to this game would be driving past Allianz Stadium to get to Accor?
Doesn't make sense, but they signed the contract, so they need to get the dosh.
Mm.
It does. It would be. You'd get 30,000 there on Friday night.
Mm.
It might be a sellout actually
At Allianz?
at Allianz.
Yeah.
Probably would.
Are you concerned for Victor?
I am. I am concerned with Victor because the research now is showing you can't have that many head knocks in this short period of time where it doesn't do damage.
Mm.
So he's Boyd Cordner, happened to Boyd Cordner, happened to Jakey Friend. Yeah, I do worry about it. I know when we know how he plays, Victor, he's got no.
I think was it Sats or someone? It might have been Sats on Saturday kickoff saying that maybe get him out of the middle. Maybe get him out of the middle and play him on an edge.
No, it's just the way he plays.
Yeah.
That's the way he defends.
Mm.
Like he puts his head down and tries to whack him with his right shoulder, which he's very good at. But it's a fine line because it's twice now he's hit his teammate's head.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's not because when he looks down like that, he's not seeing what's going in front of him. But it's a huge worry for the Chooks and more importantly for Victor. I don't know if he's had any symptoms because I know Boyd and Jakey Friend were getting, headaches and stuff. So I'm not sure if, and he probably wouldn't say anything either.
A lot of South Sydney fans texting through. Sugar, you haven't tipped us all year. Don't tip us in this game. I promise you I won't. I'll go the Roosters. There you go. And then after that, we can do this. In the meantime, let's go to the vent line. Nick Smith is on the vent line. Come in, Nick.
Cop that, Sugar, you bloody rubber-nosed hater. Never in doubt.
Who was that?
No, that's right. That's exactly what we want it for. Nick Smith on the vent line. That's exactly what we want it for. Well done to you, Nick. What, you're still here? Well, you can see more on the Joel and Fletch socials and catch us live on SEN Radio, you beautiful humans.